big leagues, and he's been successful. First of all, taking care of his body, and second, just the knowledge. So a good addition to a group that probably needed, somebody like that. We got Garrett and Chappie, but not too much experience in that clubhouse, and having him is going to be a plus for everybody here.
I asked you yesterday about what early and Tolley can learn from the postseason. What about Bayo?
He had 2 bad innings, that's it. Turn the page and keep throwing the ball. I mean, he has so many pitches now compared to 3 or 4 years ago. Today he was a little bit off, but sinker, four-seamer, cutter, changeup, sweeper, curveball. We need to change it back, I do believe. And today was a good step in the right direction. It wasn't as hard as last year. So we get that one back, we keep throwing strikes, we're going to have a great season.
How much can Sonny help a guy like Bayo especially?
Yeah, I mean, because they're very similar in that aspect that they have so many pitches. So just the communication factor, he was actually impressed. He was sitting behind the plate, and just the movement of the pitches, Sonny was like, man, this is really good. And like, we know, yeah. So he's still developing. One thing about Bayo, right, he got here in a tough time for the organization, and he learned the hard way, but little by little, he's becoming very reliable, and hopefully he has a chance to pitch in the playoffs again.
Does his evolution surprise you? Like when he came up, it was like, relative to the rest of the staff, it was power stuff, right? Like, and there was a fairly narrow mix. Now it seems like he's almost kind of evolving pitchability.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Whitlock, and maybe they're not as similar, but he reminds me of Barrios, actually. Like now we have all these weapons, all these pitches. Talking about Bayo, right? And like now Jose has sweeper and the curveball and the sinker and the changeup and all that stuff. And he's been very successful up there with Toronto, so hopefully we can accomplish that here.
Bayo was talking to us about the curveball he's been working on. What did you think? He only
I saw one.
Yeah.
I saw one. Carlos saw it, and the feedback was good. He threw one the other day in a game, live, and Romero took him deep. So yeah.
Work in progress.
Nah, it's work in progress.
I know you said these things work themselves out, but what do you envision Masa's role on this team being?
I think it's too early to talk about playing time. We got one of the best hitters in the team, and he's going to the tournament. He's playing left field over there for obvious reasons, right? So we'll get there when we get there.
When you look at the 4 outfielders, how do you decide who DHs or when they should DH?
One thing for sure, we got 2 Gold Glovers out of 5, so they're good. When they play, they're gonna play the outfield. So from there, we have to decide. But like I said, it's too early, man. Like we got a lot of work to do in the upcoming weeks, months, and we'll have 3. We know that, and a DH. So, but 2 of them, they have gold. So they play the majority of their games. They'll play in the outfield.
When you look at Roman at his age, would it be hard to DH a young guy very often, or would you prefer?
I mean, we did last year, but he was actually a good defender too. So they're all good athletes. I think the below average defender is Masa. We know that. He DH most of the time the last few years, but the other 4, they're really good at what they do. And we'll make some match. We'll make some match.
Do you look at that as a challenge or a problem, or?
It's not a problem.
Yeah. How do you look at it?
I bet there's 29 other managers that would love to have this outfield. When whoever is out there, I truly believe we got Willie, Sedan, Jaron, or Roman is probably the best outfield in the big leagues.
What did Masa show you at the end of last year? Kind of confirmed what
The same thing they show you guys. Quality hitter. We talked about it earlier, right? 2 days ago. Man at third, less than 2 outs. He cashed in 13 times. We didn't do that as a team. So when he's healthy, he's one of the best hitters we have. And he was healthy August and September, and he proved everybody the type of hitter we envisioned when we signed him.
When you do give a Brady days off, is Roman your right fielder? Who would slide in there?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
With Sonny, he said that when the trade happened, you talked to him about how much he might benefit from having Sedan and Willie because of some of the pitches that go right.
The righties that hit the ball to that corner, and you know, those two guys can go get it. If you look at his heat map or whatever it is, you know, righties hit the ball to right center against Sonny Gray, and they make plays over there. So and we play at Fenway, so just keep hitting it that way.
In general, what are you most excited to see from Sonny pitching at Fenway this year?
Just from afar, and actually, you know what? He was in 18 with the Yankees, right? DP David Price. I think Sonny pitched. That was a game Rafi hit a grand slam, right, to left field with 2 strikes, 2 outs, and kind of like from there that was in the regular season, and David. He's like, that guy is going to be good. That guy is really good. It just, right now, there's stuff going on that is not working for him, but he's going to continue to have a great career. I think it was more about the breaking ball and not being able to bounce it and the usage. So I always pay attention to him since that day. And, you know, kudos to David, you know, a smart bandy guy. So I know he knows baseball, and he was right, and I'm happy that he's with us. 200 strikeouts, that's important. We need to strike more people out. That's how you improve defense too. You know, you strike people out, and hey, we don't make errors, right? So that's going to be good. And the changes. I mean, like now you have Crochet, you got Suarez, you got Sonny, you got Bello, and then whatever we decide in the fifth for the fifth starter. But it's kind of like, okay, how are we going to play it now? Can we go left, right, left, or left, left, right, right? Sonny and Bello are similar. Suarez and Crochet are different, but it's kind of like we got some versatile pitchers that we can set up the rotation the way we want it, and we're going to be successful.
You've talked about like guys who you call baseball rats, Pedroia, Bregman. With Sonny and the way that he like loves to learn and kind of get under the hood of pitching, would you classify him as one of these guys?
That's what Garrett was saying at Crochet, that it's cool for just to sit down there and then talk baseball with him and talk about pitches and everything that, you know, works for him. And I think everybody's going to benefit from Sonny.
How's Romy? And do you have any other guys who are?
Romy day by day, so you know we'll know when we start position players, but you know he's behind.
And anybody else behind?
No, we're good. Sandoval tomorrow, live VP, cutter up and down.
Durbin had, I think it was like arthroscopic surgery in the offseason.
That's what I heard today.
Okay. So I'm assuming he's obviously a full go, but does that affect at all anything positioning wise you guys have talked about, or
No.
not at all? Okay.
Good try.
Is Roman back in play for the WBC?
From the WC, I know more about Team Puerto Rico, so I'm not sure about Team USA, but I bet there's a lot of people, you know, trying to. I think who's down? Carol. So I read about 4 or 5 guys are in the mix. So you know, he's in the mix. We'll see what happens.
And he has no Puerto Rican heritage where you guys can.
Italian.
Yeah.
Italian. Yeah.
Aren't you guys kind of at the limit of how many Puerto Rican players they can take?
Yes, but at the same time, it's what we decide, what we want to do, and if the guys are healthy and they're willing to play, we're good with it. You know, I mean, yeah, like they're gonna be playing baseball here, and it can happen. The only thing is like, oh, it happened in the WBC, not at JetBlue, or whatever. So hopefully, whoever goes, you know, they stay healthy and they come back.
Assuming he's here, like how much? You know, last year he played like wire to wire, him and Campbell and Marcelo. Do you expect, you know, those guys to still be in the make every trip, play every game bucket?
Yeah.
Forgive me, folks.
No, I'm done.
Forgive me if someone asked you this yesterday, but have you talked to Durbin about Pedroia, or have you talked to Pedroia?
I read about it. I thought, you know, for all the talk about Petey, like, oh, I've been in this camp, that camp. I talked to this team, that team, and then I read that Caleb doesn't know him. You know, I asked him, I never met this guy. I thought he was there the whole time, and he was like, no, I was already. They sent me down, so I didn't meet him. So I texted Petey. I said, hey, shoot him a text, give him a call, talk to him.
He's like really hoping you bring him to camp.
Yeah, he's not coming. He's not gonna come.
So
We're good.
He just announced his new team, or not his old team. TK's going back to the Dodgers.
He signed with them?
He announced it himself.
Oh, he did.
Of course.
He soared. Yeah.
He's his own agent.
He was in the Super Bowl too, man. That guy.
Once he got an extension.
Yeah.
Shocked he didn't leak it to me.
No, no chance.